Hey there, Marina Ormes here with your Astro vibe for Thursday, January 12th. Big news of today is that Mars is stationing, meaning it's gone retrograde for many weeks now, and it is going to slow down, hover, station on a point, and then change directions to go direct or forward through the zodiac. So in other words, Mars has been retrograde since the end of October, and in that retrograde phase, it has been going backward through the zodiac. That has to do with the fact that we are on the planet Earth, which is also moving around the sun. And so it causes some of the planets to appear to go backwards from our perspective at different points. So Mars has been retrograde, meaning that Mars, which is the planet of action, of movement, of the ability to get things done, of things going forward, has been going backward. So some frustration, right? Some challenges in our ability to take action or move forward or get things going or make things happen. So when Mars is in that retrograde phase, as it has been, it's really a time of going inward and thinking about how we are moving on things. How are we taking action? How do we want to do that differently? So strategy, focusing on strategy, focusing on plan, and the ways that we go about taking action, the ways we are supporting ourselves to find our courage. These are all things that we've been working on since the end of October. Mars has been in Gemini since August of 2022, so a very extended stay for Mars. And by the way, if you're interested in this topic, I had a video on Sunday that was about Mars and Mercury retrograde and what this time is, how it's showing up and how to work with it most positively and effectively, to understand like why sometimes things feel frustrating, why sometimes it's important to have a review process and a reconsideration process. So anyway, went really in depth on that in last Sunday's video, January 8th. So definitely check that out if you missed it. But today's the day that Mars is stationing to go direct. Now, one of the things that happens is when a planet stations, it does slow down, it hovers, and then it changes directions. So we have heightened Mars energy while Mars is stationing today. The exact point of changing directions is just before 1 p.m. my time, I believe. And so I'm on the US Pacific time, West Coast. Anyway, so all day though, we're going to have this kind of heightened Mars energy, a conflict between needing to move forward and needing to move backward, kind of a stalemate, if you will, like a stuckness, but with a heightened sense of the urgency and the pressure and the need to move forward, and just really having that awareness of where we want to go, or the fact that there is somewhere where we need to be going, and feeling that pressure, and then not yet having the forward movement of Mars to support us in getting past obstacles to make progress. So heightened Mars energy today, there might be some conflict, some tension, potential for accidents. So use extra caution and care. Think about what you're doing. Think about how you're going about things. Could be not the best time to take risks, because you could be stepping into things that aren't going to have really a lot of support for working out well. Now, as Mars starts to move forward, we are going to want to take those steps forward. We're going to want to start acting on the Mars energy and finding our courage, doing stuff, moving, taking action. So slowly at first, after Mars goes direct, again, you know, things are not going to be moving very quickly, but over time will get more traction. And the other piece, of course, is that Mercury is still retrograde. We've got Mercury retrograde until the 18th, I believe. So still that review process, reconsidering, reflecting, and going back over old thinking. You know, what is it about our thinking that needs to be reconsidered and updated? So, okay, so today also we have a Virgo moon. I've been talking for the past couple of days about Virgo energy. You might notice I get pretty excited about Virgo energy and its potential. So definitely check out the last 2 days worth of videos for some insight into Virgo energy and how to work with the Virgo moon to make the most of this time of magic and manifestation. The moon continues to be in Virgo until later in the day today, when it will shift into Libra. So we have that transition from Virgo energy, which is humility, being of service, attending to details, maintaining things behind the scenes, routines, habits, patterns, all that stuff. And then we shift into Libra, where we get help. So Libra is about relationships, right? It's about cooperation, collaboration, partnership. So instead of the Virgo feeling of doing it all yourself or being of service to a bigger divine picture, it's about saying, hey, I'm not alone in this. There is somebody else here. We can do it together. I can bounce my ideas off of you, and you can bounce your ideas off of me, and we can work it out, because together we have a bigger perspective than I do alone in my own narrowish view of things. So with that transition from Virgo to Libra, we are shifting into having our center of gravity go from being a single person awareness of ourselves and our own needs to more of that duality, and how the center of gravity shift to how we do things together. What are the needs of the partnership? How do we work things out in relationship, which, as we know, can be quite challenging sometimes. So we'll be talking more about relationship work and how to make the most of that with the moon in Libra for the next couple of days. So come back. Tomorrow, we'll be talking more about Libra relationships and how to make the most of your relationships, and how to shift some of the things that may not work so well about relationships, and how to think about it. So enjoy this energy of Mars. Give yourself some time today to think about what you want, how you might take action on it in the coming days, not necessarily today, but more making a plan to think about what kind of actions you're going to want to take. You might take some small tentative actions today. I wouldn't do big risky moves today because they could backfire. I mean, it could work out well, but anyway, you have to follow your own intuition and trust yourself. But that's my thinking right now anyway. And thanks for being here. Thank you for watching these videos. And I'm here every day helping you make the most of the planets and the moon cycles, and supporting yourself in the unshakable self-care that astrology can bring us. So thanks for being here. Thanks for helping me get the word out, for subscribing to this channel, which really supports my work. And if you're interested in learning more about me, go to astrologyheals.com. I've been doing this for almost 30 years now, and I've got lots to share with you. So thanks for being here, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. All right, bye for now.